Welcome to the Millspouse Coffee House Podcast. Your podcast baristas Leslie and Brittany have a latte on their minds.
My kid gets in the dishwasher, that's the first thing she grabs is the knife.
To use all the help. All the help.
Am I the only one that's weirded out by that situation?
Yeah. I'm not gonna ask.
You don't have to get dressed. You can do online hungover, y'all.
That's true.
Yeah. That's funny.
Here are your hosts, Leslie and Brittany.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Millspouse Coffee House. You
Welcome.
can hear Lula in the background.
Yep, it's just me and her today and day 365 of quarantine.
Oh man, some states are opening back up a little bit, and I think things will slowly get back to somewhat normalcy. I don't think it'll ever be normal the way that we had it before for a long, long time. But
yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'm excited. Things
knows?
are moving along steadily.
I know, that's awesome. But so today we are going to be talking about those 3 a.m. thoughts that you have in the middle of the night. I know I have some crazy thoughts that go through my head. Leslie, I don't know if you kind of
all the time.
The same problem.
All the time. I have a journal by my bed for that reason.
Do you
exactly.
really? That's a great idea. I never thought about doing that.
Yep. Yeah, because I all the time. I feel like, honestly, some of me wants to, like, be one of those people that works all night because those thoughts come to me all the time, and then I can't shut them off.
Like, is it usually ideas, or is it, like, anxiety type things, or both?
Ooh, I do get a little bit of both of those things. But usually mine is ideas. My anxiety, if I have something that I'm worried about, just comes before I go to sleep, and then I don't go to sleep.
Well, mine, so there'll be a situation that, like, during the day, and I have this one piece of hair that keeps standing up, but in the middle of the day, I'll be totally fine with a situation. And then if I wake up in the middle of the night, for some reason, it becomes the biggest problem in the whole world. And I dwell on it.
I do agree with that. Yeah. And I don't know why that happens. Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe because you're alone with your thoughts and there's nothing else to do but lay there and try to concentrate on sleep. I don't know, but and then I'll start thinking about things like that I did 20 years ago that are either horrible or embarrassing or a comeback that I should have said. Right?
I do the comeback thing all the time. Oh, like having like the argument in your head re-up and then you're like, I should have said that, and then they would have said this and it would have been like awesome.
Yes. Oh my gosh. And these come to me like 15, 20 years later.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that because I have a lot of random things that pop up, not really great things that I did 20 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
15 years ago, like whatever.
There's plenty of those.
Yeah, I know. And I'm like, what? And then I have to go through the thing. It's like, you were young, you were stupid, you didn't know about anything. Like and then I have to do the whole, you gotta forgive yourself, blah, blah, blah. But that's a process. And I don't have time for that at 3 a.m. because I need to sleep.
Right.
But otherwise I won't. And it just goes on repeat in your head.
Yes. And you kind of go over and over and over and it doesn't change. It's not like you can change the scenario and say, okay, I'm going to shift my thoughts and think about something else because it always comes back. Always comes back.
No, I don't know why that happens. But yeah, I am like a big 3 a.m. waker-upper. Kind of annoying, actually.
At least me, me too. Well, 3 a.m. is like they call it the dead time or something like that. That's like when when spirits are trying to communicate. If we're trying to get all crazy and spiritual and technical about it,
right?
But what is it about 3 a.m. that magical time that I usually get up every morning and use the bathroom around that time.
Yeah, I just wake up and try to go back to sleep, or I'll just get my journal out. Because yes, I did some research because I was waking up at 3:30 every single morning for a long time, and I actually just started getting up and doing things, and I was very productive, and I need to get back to that, but my schedule is whack right now.
Well, everybody's is whack right now.
Yeah.
It's just hard. And I think also this whole situation, this pandemic that's been going on has been causing a lot of anxiety and probably a lot of, 3 a.m. wake ups that we maybe wouldn't have had if this pandemic weren't going on. So it's probably pretty common.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but I did some research and kind of along that spiritual route. It's like the prime hour, and I read this. This is one blog. I can't like say that this is a real thing, but it basically just said that if you're waking up constantly at that time, then you are like somebody is trying to get to you, or your intuition knows that you should like get up and do amazing things. Like you're the chosen one.
Or maybe like acknowledge something that's happening at that moment, or maybe that you're dreaming. Like I don't. That's very interesting, and
Hmm.
I'd like to kind of
Like
dig
the
into that.
universe kind of is you're like a special. Like the universe is like, hey, this person is great. And I don't know, I didn't really understand why it's that way or
Hmm.
why it's that hour. But I mean, I feel like chosen one is a lot. That sounds really intense, and that's not what it's supposed to be. It's just like you're a good person. There we go.
Hmm.
So if you're waking up at 3 a.m., you're a good person.
Oh, well, maybe that'll hit
There we go.
by focusing on that instead of the anxiety. Maybe that'll help a little bit to
Yeah,
think, okay, this just means that I'm a good person. I don't have to sit here and think about things that I did in the 8th grade that were super embarrassing,
right.
or
Yeah.
right, or I don't know. So,
Hmm.
but I want to know more about your journaling that you do at night, like
Oh,
journaling
well,
about ideas.
so a lot of, I have ideas or I have dreams. I'll write down my dreams before I forget them
Hmm.
because I have aspirations to write a series of books, and I have found that my dreams are great for the books. Like, and I think a lot of authors, like great stories are like that. Like the author of Twilight,
Yeah.
came to it in a dream and all that good stuff. So like,
Oh, I didn't know that.
yeah, Twilight is based on somebody's dreams.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have pretty whacked out dreams, like
Right.
the point where it would probably be a horror movie because it's so bizarre, like
Yeah,
Alice in Wonderland weird.
I really wish that I understood dreams more because no, I get really weird ones too, so I write them down and then I take out the weird stuff. I'm like, oh, I don't know what that's about, but we're just
Like
gonna
some
ignore
of
it.
this is just too strange.
But yeah, because I don't know, I just really like, I don't know, dreams fascinate me too. So I like to write them down. And then other times I will either based off of a dream or just based off of something that I've been thinking about that just popped up in my head. I'm like, ooh, new business venture. We could do this, this, and this.
Yeah.
Oh, here's how I can solve that problem that I've been looking at for the last 2 weeks. Because a lot of those kind of like light bulb moments come to me either walking or showering or in the middle of the night.
Walking, showering, or at 3 a.m.
Hmm.
Those are the most convenient times when those great ideas can come to you, right?
Yeah. But they come to you like because subconsciously, like you're not thinking about anything
Yeah.
else. You're just like whatever at rest.
I wonder if, going back to the dreams thing, I wonder if there are any military spouses who do dream interpretations. And if there are, I would love to hear from you guys. That'd be really
Yes,
cool
that
to
would be great.
learn more about that.
Yeah,
Um,
it fascinates me. Dreams because they are so weird.
yeah.
And like I had a dream not too long ago with and there was a girl that I went to like first grade with that I don't talk to, but I knew exactly who she was as an adult. Like it was, and that stuff is weird to me.
It's weird.
Hmm.
I've had a couple where I've had where they've been premonitions, like for real. Um,
Hmm.
and Alex, one of them was super strange, and this was about, I don't know, 10 years ago, and I had this dream about a girl that I didn't know. I had no idea who she was, and it was, without going into a lot of detail, it just was a dream about this girl and an encounter that I had with her. And so I finally met the girl like 2 weeks or 3 weeks after I had this dream, and I told her about my dream when I met her, and I said, this is going to sound really bizarre, but I had a dream about you, and this is what was happening, and this is what was going on. And I was like, I know it's very strange. No joke. It happened like a year later. And she was like, oh my gosh, you told me about that dream. And I was like, I know. And it happened to the T exactly the way that I had explained it to her. It wasn't anything
Wow.
significant, like somebody was getting married or anything. It was literally, she was lost and was driving somewhere to meet me, and I had to explain to her over the phone because her GPS wasn't working how to get there. But like, I could tell her exactly where we were. I could tell her what kind of car she was driving, everything. It was so weird.
That is very strange. Very cool though.
Yeah. That was
Weird.
really the
Yeah.
only one that has like been to the T confirmed, like a premonition. The
Hmm.
other ones have just been kind of like deja vu kind of things, you know?
Yeah, deja vu is a fascinating thing also. I
Yeah.
don't understand how it works. Like, I mean, I guess some people say like you've already done this before in your past life or whatever, but I don't get it.
Or maybe it's a dream. Maybe it is a dream that
You've already had.
you've already had or something, and it just feels like you did it. I don't know. That is really strange.
It's just such a weird situation.
So how do you, when you wake up at 3 a.m., you said you just sometimes get back to, like, you just sometimes jump up and just start working or start
Yeah, I
doing stuff.
do.
So you don't try to go back to sleep.
Sometimes I do. Like I get really like I'm tired. That's
Yeah.
the problem. So a lot of times I will go back to sleep, except I was just on like this kick for months where I could wake up. There's a fly in front of my face.
I can't see it, so it just
Oh
looks
my
like
gosh,
you're
I know. But yeah, no, and I just like I would get up and start working. Like it was if I could get up, I would because
Yeah.
I was so damn productive between like 4 and 7 a.m. Oh my gosh, I could get most of my things done.
But then do you find yourself crashing later than in the day?
Not crashing. This fly, you guys, it's not going away. And if you're looking at me on a video, yeah, you cannot see it, and I'm just like swatting the air. Oh, and Lula's asking me for the iPad. Oh, no, because I'm talking about being productive at 3 a.m. to do things before you get up, honey. This is why I get up at 3 a.m. This is
Right?
exactly why, guys. Lula is asking me about a camera that I had in 7th grade that doesn't have batteries anymore.
Well, first question is, why do you still have the camera from 7th grade?
Because speaking of weird stuff, I have pictures on this card. I guess I could just keep the card and get rid of the camera. That have like orbs in them at
Ooh,
I guess a couple houses ago that we lived in, and I think that's cool.
that is
Plus, I
cool.
have an emotional attachment because it's purple and it was really cool. It was like when digital cameras were like huge.
I remember that.
It was like the transition from like disposable where you had to take them in to get developed
Yeah, I
to
used to
having
have
your
to do
own.
that in high school, and my mom used to always go and like pick up the pictures, and I just was a stupid kid thinking that she wouldn't look at the pictures, but she did.
Oh,
You know, I'd be like,
nice.
"Hey, mom, can you go pick up my pictures for me?" She'd go through and look at them. I'm a
Oh,
dumbass. Like, why did I not think that she was gonna go through the
yeah,
pictures?
she definitely. I would have gone through them too. So, but anyways, yeah, I really, really do try to jump up and do things. Um, the same guy that I read the blog from said that there's something about if you just get up and you can put your feet on the floor, you're like connected to the earth. And there's a few other details that I really can't explain right now because I don't really remember them. But it was
Hmm.
like if you are woken up, you need to just get up, put
Hmm.
your feet on the ground, and stand up and do stuff
Okay.
because there's a reason that you're getting woken up.
Well, maybe I'll try that next time, and then maybe the anxiety won't come. Like maybe
Also
if I'm
true.
productive, then the anxiety will go away.
Yeah. And I mean, even it could be as simple as just getting up to like go and turn off a light or take a bath and then you can go back to sleep if you
Okay.
need to go back to sleep. Because I know we all can't get up at 3, like you said, because there's crashing that happens or it's just not plausible.
Yeah. I mean, I go to
But
bed really early. Like my daughter goes to bed at like 8, and I go to bed right after she does, and I'll
mhm,
I'll I'll read for like an hour. But so 3 a.m. for me is not, that's definitely doable. But for
right.
somebody who goes to bed at like 11 or 12, 3 a.m. is
Yeah.
gonna
That's probably not
put a
great.
dent in their day. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Because, yeah, I go to bed around 8 o'clock as well. I like try to be in bed.
I know,
In
it's
my
so
nighttime
great.
routine.
It's so great. I love it. I
It
love going to bed
is
early.
great.
Uh-oh.
Because so I have, and my body just needs the 8, really 9 hours of sleep is ideal for me.
hmm
And it's really obnoxious because like Zach can function off of 4 to 5 hours on a regular basis.
Yeah,
I
Keith can
can't.
too. I think it might be a guy thing. I don't
I
know.
think it's a military thing.
Well, yeah, I think you're probably right.
Hmm.
It probably is a military thing.
But yeah, so yeah, you should try the journal thing too, because if you can write it down, maybe that would help you too. Then you don't even have to get out of bed, write it down, and then you'll be able to go back to sleep because it won't through the camera from 7th grade.
Oh God.
And then if you get it out of your head, then it's not sitting there replaying.
Yeah, maybe that's a good way to you're right. I think that's a really good piece of advice. I just need to get a journal. Hey, Lula, I can't
I know.
remember that
She can't hear you.
She can't hear me.
But she can see you.
Yes, she can. Well, I want to know if anybody else is having some 3 a.m. thoughts, and and what you guys do to get back to sleep or deal with those thoughts, or I don't know, any ideas or comments or feedback about this, because I think we could all use some advice on it. It's relevant really anytime. It's relevant now during this pandemic. It's relevant during deployment. It's relevant during any time of your life. So
yeah, I think so too.
Any advice would be great.
Yeah. Everybody try the journaling thing.
Yeah,
it would be nice to know what other people think of. Does anybody else like write down your dreams? Do you like? I want to know those things too.
Yeah, like does anybody else get up like Leslie does
and weird like me
and start your day? What do you do? Anybody else have premonitions? Those are interesting.
Ooh, that would be great too.
Yeah,
like Final Destination.
Oh God.
Easy, please.
Yeah. Well, we only have
on video. I'm literally like rolling my eyes a lot.
It's all right. The big eye roll seems to be the like theme for the past. How many weeks have we been here?
6 to 7 weeks.
7 weeks, something like that. So a big old eye roll is totally fine. And now Leslie is frozen again. Oh, now she's back. You're back.
I'm back. I probably she's pushing buttons, guys.
Oh yeah.
Not just physically, emotionally as well. She would like to borrow my headset. Do you want to say bye to everyone and say thank you for listening? Okay. Here we go, guys. Cameo from Lula May.
Lula's gonna do it. Hi, Lula. Can you hear me? Can you say thank you for listening?
Thank you for listening to me.
Great job.
She did it listening to me.
She did a great job. Oh, right. Yeah. She's this podcast is actually about her.
Right. Welcome to the Lula May Show.
One day we need to let Lula May and Genevieve just go at it. I think that'd be pretty funny. So.
All right. But really, thank y'all for listening to us, and let us know all the weird things that happen at 3 a.m. Well, not all of them. Listen, you guys, I know that some of you do weird stuff at 3 a.m., but
we don't want to know about any of that.
We want to know those things. But yeah, journaling, thoughts.
Oh, you know what else you could do at 3 a.m. if you wake up? You could enroll for 90-day VA because they are now open for enrollment.
Ooh.
They only open 4 times a year. I think it's January, May, July, and October. Something like that. 90dayva.com. It's to learn how to be an online virtual assistant. And it is a legit program. You guys definitely check it out. Esther is our season 3 sponsor and is killing it. She's killing it.
Because that is one of those things. I know, like, if I'm in a financial bind or like whatever, then that is my 3 a.m. thought. Is like, shoot, how can I make a little bit of extra money or whatever that is, whatever that looks like at the time.
Yeah, so that'll help with some of your
hang on the table
3 a.m. anxiety. And because since we're hanging on the tables and jumping off the ceilings around here, we may need to wrap this up, guys.
Oh my gosh, sorry guys.
So I hope all of y'all have a great day wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Thanks again for listening to the podcast, and we'll be back for our last episode in season 3 in 2 weeks.
Ooh, that's exciting.
Yeah.
All right, y'all, let us know. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.